So here we are asked to find the sum or difference of these two polynomials. Remember, the word sum means we're adding, the number difference means we're subtracting. And for this example, we are clearly trying to find the sum because we're adding, and we know that based off the symbol right there is addition. So this is our first polynomial. We need to add it with the second polynomial. And the way that you do this is by combining like terms. So like terms are terms that have the same variable and the same exponent. So for example, if we start with our very first term in our first polynomial, this is what we have, x to the power 4. So we can look in our second polynomial for a like term. That's another x to the power 4, and we have that right here. So that means these two are like terms. Now when we combine the like terms, we're just going to add the coefficients, the numbers in front. The x is not going to change and the exponent is not going to change. So this is really what we're going to do. Our coefficient here is an 8. Our coefficient here is a negative 3. We got to make sure we keep that negative with it. So we have negative 3. And then notice here that we're adding. So we have to add these two together. 8 plus negative 3. 8 plus negative 3 is equal to 5. So 5 is going to be the new coefficient, and the x to the power 4 stays the same. So this term, when we combine these like terms, becomes 5x to the power 4. All right, let's go to our next term here. This term is x squared. So over here, notice we also have x squared. So these two are like terms. Let's add the coefficients. Negative 12 plus 2. Negative 12 plus 2 is negative 10. That's the new coefficient. And the x squared remains. Okay. Our next term here is 3x. Or in other words, this is x with no exponent, which you could also think of as an invisible exponent of 1. Do we have a like term over here? No, we do not, because look, this is x to the power 6. This is what we call just a constant term because it's only a number with no variable. There's no x there, so neither of those are going to combine with this 3x. So that means the 3x is just going to stay the same. It's basically like if we did 3 plus 0, it stays at 3. So the 3x term is going to remain unchanged. And then next, let's go here. I'll get a new color. Our next term here is a 4. Again, it doesn't have a variable. It's a constant term. Over here, we also have a constant term right here, negative 13. So those two are going to combine. 4 plus negative 13 is equal to negative 9. And we're not going to put an x after that because that was just a constant term. Okay, so look, that's every term from our first polynomial. Now here in the second polynomial, notice that there's still one more term that we have not yet used. We haven't combined it with anybody. Let me get a new color here. Let's go purple. Okay. So this is the term I'm talking about. Notice that we haven't used this one yet because there is no x to the power 6 over here. So it had no other term to combine with. So this term is also going to remain by itself unchanged. It's just going to stay 2x to the power 6. And now guess what? Here's our answer. It's going to be the polynomial consisting of those 5 terms, and we just need to put them in standard form. This is what it tells us to do here. Write your answer in standard form. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll put our answer in standard form by putting our terms in order based off of exponent. Our biggest exponent will come first. That's exponent 6. So we're going to go 2x to the power 6. Next biggest exponent is 4. So we're going to go plus 5x to the power 4. Then we're going to go minus 10x squared plus 3x minus 9. There's our final answer.